Hi, everyone. Welcome to Compassion in Action. Today, we're just so ecstatic to welcome Reverend Carol Saunders. She has also been here before, but one of the things we wanted to feature is her upcoming event that she's planning, the Whole Planet Spirituality Forum and Retreat. It's taking place, the secondary title, the theme this year is A World That Works for All. And it's taking place October 17th through the 20th, 2024, this year at Unity Village. So welcome, Carol. Yay, I want to hear all about what's coming up in October.
Thanks, Elaine. It's so great to be with everyone. I'm so happy to share this event. When Rev Sarah opened with this celebrating, who we are and what we've accomplished, one of the things I love that I feel very proud of is creating this amazing community out of this retreat. And we'll talk about the community aspect of it in a minute. So I think what I'll just share is what's going to happen at this retreat. The theme, we're in our fourth year. And this is really an idea that kind of happened between Victoria and me in a car back in like 2018 or 19 or so. And anyway, so we're in our fourth year. We plan to be at Unity Village every year doing this retreat because of the energy of the Fillmores that Rev Shad just shared. Uh, so every year we have a different theme. And this year, we're going to be focusing on how are we going to create this new world that we have envisioned. So we're working with imagination and doing some inner work and recognizing that we really can't step into a new world at the same level of consciousness that we created this one. So we're really about doing inner work so that we can raise our own consciousness and be at a place where we can create this new world. Now we have a keynote speaker, and that is John Pierre this year. And I think you all probably know who he is. He's going to be doing a talk on his planet-based living and also on brain building. And he's going to be also doing a workshop in the morning on balance and things like that to kind of get us, physically ready for the day. And we have a series of great speakers, workshop leaders like Judy Carmen, who's going to be helping us step into the vision of Homo Ahimsa. Donna Sauerberger is doing a workshop on the Big U, where we're going to build beliefs that support us. Silas Rao will be with us again, and we're going to be really delving into his book, The Pinky Promise, but actually questioning like how can we imagine this new world? And we also have great food, Cafe Gratitude, Gigi's Vegan Cafe. It's all organic, plant-based. And we're also going to be doing a movie screening of Alison Argo's new movie, Forever Home. Now, that's some of the stuff we're doing. We're balancing it also with spiritual practices and sacred services to honor who we are, honor animals, honor habitats, and celebrate what's good about the world, and also bring forth those animals that we may be in mourning for, or habitats we're being mourning for, and it's going to be a container for all of those feelings. What I love so much about this retreat is that people walk away feeling uplifted, and they feel like they've been building an amazing community. In the evenings, we get together and connect and collaborate, and people really become friends and leave with a community, and we stay connected throughout the year. So that's one of the things I'm most proud of about this very special retreat. Something magical happens here.
Well, that was one question I did want to ask you. Victoria has said it is one of the most special events she's ever attended. And I wanted to ask you what makes it special. I think you've partially answered that. Not only is it inspiring, but it sounds like it's transformative to the individual.
That's what we're experiencing. I mean, we've been evolving over 4 years. So our very first retreat was a lot more conferencey, a lot of presentation after presentation, and learning. And we've learned to kind of temper that with the inner work and the walks in nature and the connecting within and having sacred ceremonies and having time for connection and collaboration, not just over meals, but also during the day. So when we receive new information and we process it in groups or we process it individually, and
Mm.
something happens that is magical. Something happens, I think, in the heart where we come away feeling more energized, more supported, and also more connected. And I think there's another part of this, and that is the really fantastic energy at Unity Village. Very hard to describe, but Unity Village has been there for like 135 years. And there's been a prayer ministry that had been going on there 24/7 for all that time. And there's something about that space that just is feels lighter. It also is set on, oh, I can't remember how many hundreds of acres of woods. So there's also plenty of
Mm.
nature and beautiful fountains and rose gardens, but there's something about a lightness of being when you're there also. So I would attribute it to the grounds. I would attribute it to the fabulous presenters that we have, our ability to be a container for each other. And this, like I say, it's interesting. I'm in LA right now visiting daughters and a granddaughter, and I had a 6-hour labor in Kansas City. And most people think that's horrendous. But what I did was I sent an email to some of the people in that area, the greater Kansas, Missouri area, and said, hey, I'm going to be at the Kansas City airport. I got a 6-hour layover. Anyone want to join me for lunch? And I had 11 people show up. And that's the retreat. So that was the retreat. These are people I haven't known for years and years and years. It's people that I've connected with, from the retreat. So that's the kind of community that we're creating. And I have a, every 6 week Zoom meeting so we can really stay connected. And I think you want to ask about virtual too, because I
Yeah.
always, yeah, I really, really encourage people to come in person if you can, because we like to be with each other. We like to connect and to see each other face to face. But we also offer an immersive experience for those who are attending virtually, and they become part of the community as well. And before I forget, I forgot at the very beginning, Rev Shad is one of our presenters, and he's going to be talking to us more about his Plant Forward Church. So I think I mentioned the other presenters and I forgot him, but he's a key presenter. He's always presented, but from the standpoint of his leadership position at Uni Worldwide Ministries, now we're going to find out more about how can we bring this idea of a Plant Forward Church into our own spiritual communities? Because people have trouble. People who are parts of spiritual communities, parts of churches, not everybody is. In fact, we welcome everybody. Doesn't matter if you're, we have atheists, we have people from all different denominations, different faith traditions, and also none. So anybody can come. We will engage in spiritual practices like meditation and things like that, but anybody's welcome. But those who are in spiritual communities, there's this frustration that we all talk about love and connection and unity, and then we go to these potlucks and there's dead bodies everywhere, and it makes us very ill, and it makes us question what is wrong with this place. And so I'm looking forward to having Shad help us, perhaps encourage us, and how can we bring these plant forward church ideas into our spiritual community, and see if we can't spread that out more.
Well, thank you for that. And I do feel that many of us, I really welcome the virtual aspect. I may have a fear of missing out because I'm not sharing the same air, breathing the same air as Jean-Pierre or other heroes that are there and other people that inspire us. But thank you for making it virtual, because some of us who can't come, at least we get to attend, at least we get to share in the wisdom that's being imparted. And that's a huge thing for us, especially when people live in an area where people who are pro-animal are not valued at all. So
Right,
sometimes
right.
it's like, oh, here's our tribe. I can come spend a weekend with him.
Right. And what you can expect if you attend virtually, it's not going to be like a Zoom room. It's not going to be like this. There's going to be a camera on the speaker, and you'll see the slides and you'll see the speaker as if you were attending. So we try to make it as immersive as possible. And then when we're doing our group work there in person at Unity Village, we'll split you off into breakout rooms. So you have your own group work. And so the virtual people end up kind of connecting with their their tribe there too. And if you're attending virtual and you have a question, you'll be able to interact with the presenter. So it's not like we're going to bring you into the groups that are there in person, but if you have questions, we'll be able to relay your questions to the presenter, so you can participate with that as well. And we have several virtual people that stays with us in our every 6 weeks when we meet virtually on Zoom in between retreats.
That's fabulous. And we have to close now, but Reverend Carol, thank you so much. I'm going to be on the other side of the camera this year, so I will.
Oh, great. I just want to say thespiritualforum.org/retreat. So if somebody can put that, it looks like it is up.
It's
okay.
Yeah, it's in the chat right now.
Okay, great.
All right.
Don't
Thanks
miss
so
it.
much.
All right,
Sarah,
thank you.